Yo, MotoGP fans, welcome back to another episode of MotoGP 23 Road to MotoGP. We're heading for San Marino for the Misano GP, where we will have to finish in front of Bastianini to increase our reputation in the paddock. We have a dry sprint race. We have mixed conditions for the main race, which means we could expect a potential wet weather at the end of the race. For the race I will have to beat Bastianini to increase my reputation. So that will be for the San Marino GP. I will be heading for qualifying. See you back at the results.
Let's take a look at the final standings in the second MotoGP qualifying session. That's the end of our broadcast. We look forward to seeing you for the race.
So we had a wet weather qualifying session. I finished in last, P12 in Q2. So a lot of work to do. Let's head out for the sprint race. Maverick Vinales starts from pole position. We have Bastianini and Bagnaia finishing the front row. And we are starting all the way back in P12 for the sprint race.
Everything's ready for the race.
We rev the engine up. We have 10 red lights and we are ready to go. And we are on the way. We have a sluggish start and we drop down the grid. Heading into turn 1. It's elbows out. Oh, that's a corner cut. First track limit warning here in the sprint race. We have 5 laps to do. And we are moving up on the inside of Martin. And we are in P5 at the moment. Vinales is leading the race. Bagnaia is second position. And in front of us, Bastianini. We outbrake Bastianini. We have the inside line of Bagnaia. And we take over P3. That was a brilliant move. Now we are heading into the hard turn number 10. Where we go a bit wide. And Bastianini takes us over with a brilliant move. Bagnaia has much more speed, but brakes into turn 11. We bump into Bastianini. It was a bit of an aggressive move. And now we are in P2, right behind Vinales. And into turn 14, which is a hard turn to brake. You can easily outbrake yourself. Another aggressive move on Oliveira. But at the end of lap 1, we are already in P2 after dropping down the order. And we have a strong pace. Take a much tighter line and we overtake Vinales for the lead of the race. But Vinales is still there. Trying to increase the gap. 4/10 at the moment. Ooh. Be careful here. Here comes Vinales again. So number 10 is our weakest part of the track. But here we are much faster into turn 11, turn 12. Then turn 14 again, where Vinales just launches into us. But we take him back in turn 15. Now we have the lead again. Going into lap 3. including this lap. We have 3 more laps to go. And Vinales is still behind us. Aprilia's strong again. Vinales on P2 and Espargaro on P8. We head in the final lap and we increase the gap to 2.5 seconds with Vinales. So if I won't make any mistake, we will win this sprint race. So we go wide into turn 4. Wide again. Bastianini just moved up to P3. Couple of corners to go. Turn 15 and the final turn 16. We fought hard and we just won our sprint race here in Misano. It was a great ride.
Enjoy a well-deserved lap of honor. Let's take a look at the final results of this race.
We also set the fastest lap of 1:32.8 and we have the full 12 points, increasing the gap with Bastianini in the rider standings to 24 points. Vinales is closing Bastianini down, so it won't surprise me if he will take over Bastianini for the second place. Aprilia's looking strong all season long. Let's head out for the main race. Here we are again, 10 red lights. We have a potential white flag race or flag to flag race. And we are on the way. We have a better start than we had in the sprint race, but we just lack acceleration from the start, which is a real pity. The KTMs are known for their very good starts at the beginning of the race, but we make up for it in the first couple of corners into turn 4 with the Frenchman Quartararo in front of us, Espargaro leading the race. I have to push to make sure we won't lose him on the horizon. Whoa! There's a big crash in front of us. It's Marc Marquez. I think he bumped into Raul Fernandez. But that was a horrible crash. And because of the crash, we moved up to the 4th position. Hope they are both okay. But the race continues. And we are closing down the top 3, where Vinales goes wide. There's a 3-way battle in front of us. And this could be our opportunity to close them down and make a move for the lead of the race. Espargaro braking much too early, go a bit wide. Take a really tight line over there. But we just overtook Espargaro. Now we have Martin and Vinales in front of us. So gonna crash, going wide. Turn 4 again. That's our first track limit warning. Martin and Vinales are battling it out for the lead. Hard braking for turn 8. Martin going wide. Bumps into Vinales. Was a dangerous move by the Spaniard. The sprint king in real life. Aggressive move on Martin. Oh, a bit wide. Vinales also going wide. It was a very close move. Now we have a better exit than Vinales. Can we hold on to the inside line? Yes, we can. And we take the lead from Vinales. Go wide into turn 2. Vinales still hanging on. We have the lead for now. Gap is 0.6 of a second. And the race pace is really there. This is one of those corners where Vinales is stronger than us. But the gap is too big for him to make a move on us. As we head to turn 13 and our weaker turn 14. Took an excellent line over there. So we're finishing lap number 3, heading into lap number 4. And our gap is 1.5 seconds with Vinales. Heading into lap number 7, and if you look at the clouds, became a bit darker. Should be expecting some rain. Not sure when it will come. But if it comes now, it will be the question if I will change my bike to the wet weather setup, the wet weather tires. And not sure if I saw a few raindrops. Yes, I see a few raindrops falling onto my screen. So it's raining. It has started to rain, and which means we will lose traction. Somebody crashed out. It was Jorge Martin. But the gap is 6 seconds, and a pit stop will take approximately 15 seconds. So we will stay out. It's official, a white flag to flag race. It will be a risk to stay out, but we have a big lead over Espargaro. And I think they will be staying out, so we will stay out as well. Which means the final lap will be a very difficult lap to do. You have to be very careful on the slicks in the wet weather, on a surface that's getting wetter and wetter by the minute. So I have to take the corners easy. Try to stay on the dry line, as the track is very slippery. The others stayed out as well. So I have to be careful not to crash. So I will be losing grip every turn. Like here in turn 8 as we go wide. Now comes the very difficult turn 9 and 10. Ooh, have to be careful. This is a great line, tight line, but we are losing time to Espargaro. The gap has decreased to 5.5 seconds. Ooh. Be careful for the curbs as they are slippery as well. As we head into turn 14. It's very easy. And we're heading to the final turn. Turn 16. Gently. And we win the Grand Prix of Misano. Increasing our lead. To the
Wait
others.
for the cameras to take us to the Parc Ferme to meet the stars of the race. Let's take a quick look at the final MotoGP standings.
We set a fast lap of 1:32.8. And we scored the maximum amount of points in the sprint race and the main race. Which means our gap has increased to 38 points with Bastianini. We also defeated Bastianini in the main race, which was also an objective. So we did a great job here in Misano.
It's been a very busy weekend, and now it's time to congratulate the 3 MotoGP riders who have come out on top. The fans, quite rightly, cheering them on after watching a wonderful race.
So next up will be the Boot International Circuit in India, the Indian Grand Prix, which is a very hard one. As the previous one in the Moto2, we struggled a lot. Finished, I think it was last position. So we will definitely be losing some points in India, which will be the next one. Gain a lot of reputation points. And we have a new challenge. Challenge against our teammate Jack Miller. They want us to finish in front of him within 3 Grand Prix. And if we finish in front of him, it will convince KTM to invest the resources needed to be competitive, which means our bike will get better. So we have the Indian Grand Prix, we have Motegi in Japan, and we have the Indonesian Mandalika Grand Prix to finish in front of Jack Miller, which won't be a difficult task as we are leading by a big margin over Jack Miller. So it was a great race in Misano, great sprint race and a great main race, and we did what we had to do. And for the next episode we will be heading for India, which is very hard to do. So thank you for watching. See you next time in India.